Okay, this is just a simple video of my 33cc Viza Venom. I actually had bought a lot of these, a lot of 4, and I liked them so much that I went ahead and bought another one. And the reason I like them so much is because they run a Mitsubishi design Canyon motor. Well, it's actually the older motor. Cool thing about this one, we went ahead and ordered the piston rings, and we went ahead and I sent the cylinder head, which would be this piece and above, to get honed. So it's broken in. Carburetor brand new from pocketbikeparts.com. Ignition coil, which is actually attached to the this housing right here. It doesn't actually bolt onto the actual engine or head itself. I went ahead and ordered brand new. Each one of those was about $30 for shipping and handling, since I was kind of a dummy and I ordered them separately. But aside from that, it's just really your stock carburetor with a nice velocity stack. I kind of got it tuned in to where it does about, I want to say, a good 25-30 miles an hour with me on it. I'm a rather light guy. I only weigh maybe about 135. But yeah, also other things that I did to this was put a brand new chain. Like I said, the cool thing, it uses a BMX chain, and the back wheel is actually the ratcheting type, which is really cool, and it has a centrifugal clutch, so you kind of got 2 ways of freewheeling this thing, which is pretty cool. Now, another thing about this, I don't know if you can tell, way back in there is the actual drive pinion. And that gear, when I bought this, was actually busted. And I looked everywhere online for it. I even went to the Viza website, and they're kind of, I don't know about that website, it just doesn't have a contact number or anything like that on it, you know, and it just kind of worried me about ordering parts from there, so I didn't. And it didn't sell the part that I actually needed. So what I did was, this guy here in Arlington, Texas, runs a machine shop, Lindsay's Machine Shop here in Arlington. He went ahead and machined it for me using the CAD, computer aided design program, on his computer. It cost $90. It was a little steep, but it was definitely worth it, because definitely made it of a lot stronger material, and you can just stomp on this thing and it goes, as you can tell by the video. But once again, so you can check it, you know, and it was just really, I love a labor of messing with just things that are internal combustion, because, you know, within buying the scooter and putting all the money into it, you know, it was 30, 90, the bicycle chain, you know, driving throughout the whole DFW Metroplex scooter stores that a lot of them didn't carry the parts that I needed, so, you know, difficult. The fuel lines and the in-tank fuel filter with weight I bought at this little small engine repair shop, also here in Arlington, Texas, over here off of Cooper and I want to say Colorado, California Lane, but really nice people, cool folks, you know. And I was even looking for a lot of the Tammy scooters to get, you know, parts from this. I even found a guy on Craigslist, offered the guy $150 for a new transmission, and the guy never hit me back up. I guess he was more interested in fixing them than selling the parts, you know. And I know how that is sometimes too. So, you know, I'm not hating or anything, I guess, if you will, or in that nature. But, you know, just simple gearhead engineering. You know, it's a 2-stroke. I want to say I run a 30-to-1 oil mix with synthetic fuel. You know, once again, the gear case has 90-way synthetic Mobil 1. You know, really nice build, nice project, you know. But once again, you know, it turned out to be a lot of money. You know, I even ran out of funds a little bit, so that's why you can tell here at the throttle, instead of being a twist throttle, it's just one of these. It's from an old bicycle. But some of these actually, like the Viza Venom, came with the smaller one that maybe came out to like here, and that was actually your throttle. Some of the Cruise, and I think it was the Venom that came with the actual throttle one. And, you know, this is just one of many scoots that I've built, you know, dope go-peds, you know, a lot of the China Extreme ones, which, you know, a lot of people, you know, dog on the China ones, but, you know, there is a lot of available parts online. But, you know, the cool thing about this scooter is, once again, you know, it was not necessarily designed by Viza, but, you know, they bought the rights, and it was made with American parts here in America, in Scottsdale, Arizona, as you can tell. You know, so that's what I like about this scooter in particular. That's kind of more along the line of a go-ped, of where it was manufactured and with what parts, and, you know, being made here in America. You know, so But yeah, and there you have it, you know. I mean, like I said, it's pretty nice. Got a little mag wheel that I ordered from scooterparts.com. Also have an aluminum deck, but which I found out that the aluminum deck is actually heavier than the wood one. So I just stuck to the wood one, save some weight. Of course, the aluminum purple one that I have looks a lot better. I also have the rear wheel that's also aluminum, similar to the front one. I don't know if you can tell. And the rear one is just your stock wheel that I just kind of, you know, cleaned up and everything. And like I said, I have a whole bunch of extra parts that I just managed to buy and accumulate. But yeah, this is a project, guys, right here. She runs good. I love the fact that it has great compression. It runs just amazing, and I love this thing, really. I'm thinking about selling it to fund another project. So far, I do not know. But as you can tell, see, I also had to do this, the throttle, since the throttle that I was able to get at a local scooter store was too long, so I kind of had to mock this up right there. As you can tell right here, I kind of need to make it to where it'll kind of stay straight. But so far, it still works great. The throttle's still responsive. It goes right back to where it's supposed to. It doesn't fluctuate, so it works just fine. For as far as I know. And like I said, drum brake rear, no brakes up front, which you can install a brake up front. It does have the necessary, you know, hole, which is just pretty much a drill hole to use the basic, you know, clamp style, you know, brake. But once again, another overview. 33cc Canyon, rebuilt. New piston, new rings, honed cylinder head, new ignition coil, new carburetor, velocity stack, filter, no choke. I repeat, no choke. Very easy to start. You just primer it. Sometimes you just kind of cover the filter a little bit. It starts right up. First, second pull, all the time, every time. Like I said, I love this thing. Once again, you know, just a labor of love into loving the two strokes and, you know, what they can do, you know. This 33cc makes the same amount of horsepower as a 50cc two-stroke. Why? Because you have every compression, it's an actual ignition. So this thing has a compression stroke every time it goes up, instead of once every 4 strokes. And that's why I love them. But anyhow, let's not make this all too long. Once again, another close-up. Check it out. Not too shabby, I'd say. Anywho, I like it, might keep it, might not. I kind of want to start another project. I wanted to pick up a GoPed, I think it's the GSR 46 or something like that. It's the one that has the centrifugal clutch. Definitely wanted to grip the engine with a 50cc and, you know, some other mods and whatnot. I also wanted to experiment with supercharged and turbo 4 strokes, which would be the same size in nature, but of course, you know, you have forced induction, which, you know, your engine will not be working on the 15 psi of barometric air pressure that you get at sea level, but more within its own, you know, barometric pressure, because you have, you know, a turbine on there, which it's induced, it's forced air into your intake. But anywho, once again, here it is, the Viza Venom of Scottsdale, Arizona, rebuilt 33cc, rings, piston, honed cylinder head, new carb, new ignition coil, velocity stack with filter. Guys, once again, happy RCing, happy driving, happy racing, and always, always, always love your gearheads as we make the world go round.